Ladies and gentlemen, put them together for the Sandman!
Thank you. Nice to be here with y'all. Actually, it's just nice to be out in general. You gotta get in while you can. Before the next lockdown. You know it's coming. You know it's coming. And I'm actually dreading it. I'm actually still recovering from the first lockdown like 4 years ago. Or whatever it was. That one took a toll on me for sure.
In fact, it got so bad, a buddy of mine had to pull me aside and hit me with the, "Do you even lift, bro?" And I said, "Of course I lift. I lift all the time. I haven't been able to, it's gotten harder." And then he really confused the hell out of me. It's like, "Yeah, man, your delts are like, in your tries, you got to go full extension." I was like, "Wait a minute. Were we not talking about shoplifting?" Because that I was doing before the pandemic, but then with online shopping, it got a little harder. Naturally, I'm joking. It's just a joke. I don't condone theft. I'm only saying that, anyone who tells you that there's no such thing as a free lunch has clearly never been to Whole Foods wearing cargo shorts. Actually, the truth is I have been trying to eat healthy, drink healthy, get healthy. It's difficult, though,
when all these new age, granola-ass health food companies take such an infantilizing approach to marketing products. I mean, I don't know why this pisses me off, but it just does. And I'm glad it does, because I'm a comedian and I need the material. But seriously, you go to pick up some quote-unquote wellness beverage off the shelf at the store. Look at the label and it's like, made with 1 apple, half an orange, 14 blueberries, and love. Just straight up casually drops love in there, the ingredients list.
And for me, it's just like, the last thing I need is some farmer somewhere sticking his love in my drink. You keep the love, just give me the ingredients. Oranges and blueberries and whatever. In fact, don't even put bananas in there, because I don't even want to think about it.
Or the list might say like, the juice of a pear and 22 kale leaves, a splash of lemon, and 2 big scoops of sunshine. Okay, first of all, the sun is radioactive. I know you're not putting that in there. Why the ruse? Can't you just tell me what's in the thing? You don't have to affirm me like I'm little orphan Annie. I don't know, I just find the whole production very off-putting. To be fair, this is not the first time I've been befuddled by the promotional choice of a beverage company. I remember the first time seeing one of those commercials back in the day where Sam Elliott proclaims, "Coors, the banquet beer." And thinking, who the hell is this for? What percentage of people are hosting or attending banquets? You're a multinational brewery conglomerate promoting your flagship product? And that's your slogan? Okay, team.
Which major demographic should we market this beer to maximize profitability? Men? Women? College students? Football fans? No. I got a better idea than all that. Banquet attendees!
The banquet beer.
Unless banquet is just some kind of like old-time slang from back when, meaning like awesome. Like, yo, did you hear that DJ last night? Dude, it was banquet. Huh. Actually, I kind of like that. Anyway, how you guys doing tonight? You having a banquet time?
Although I guess really, what does it matter anyway? All these domestic American Pilsner beers are literally the same thing. They're made like in the same factory with the same ingredients, and all they do is just change the label and the branding. You know? They're like Zoolander's poses. They're all the same thing. Doesn't anybody notice this? That's why I think they should just wrap each bottle in multiple labels, and you can peel them off based on the circumstance, right? Like a choose your own adventure thing. You going out hunting with some pals? Peel those labels till you get a bush. You come back home, mow the lawn on a hot day, peel another label, get yourself a Budweiser. Friends coming over for the game, have yourself a Miller Lite. Going back out to play beach volleyball with some chicks, rip off a Coors Light. Going out to the bar, peel more labels off, now you're drinking Bud Light. The next morning you crawl out of bed, hungover as shit, reach into that fridge for some hair of the dog, and there's one label left. And what do you know? It's a Coors. Break out the good china and cloth napkins, you're hosting a banquet.
How about the fast food marketing? The way they're always trying to like create some like urban vibe to their slogans. Like McDonald's, I'm loving it. Wendy's, you know when it's real. I think we're all just waiting on Jack in the Box to license You're the Man Now, dog.
Sadly, being disingenuous is actually like best case scenario in advertising. Some of these campaigns are downright nefarious. You ever see these commercials of like a little duckling being washed in a sink after it's been caught in an oil spill or whatever it is? It's actually very disturbing because, for one thing, I don't think there's ducks in the ocean. Like, ducks are only freshwater, right? I could be wrong about that, and I probably am, but whatever. The other thing is, on the rare occasion when a tanker capsizes or is punctured or whatever, they don't rush the wildlife into a film studio so that they can be cleaned in a kitchen sink in front of a camera crew. I suspect these companies are actually preemptively oiling up these animals so that they can then demonstrate the purported efficacy of their product and sell it to you. It's a total racket. I think it might be time to start looking into some RICO charges against Dawn. I don't know. Part of the problem I have with staying in shape is the perpetual temptation presented by on-demand television. Every episode of all my favorite sitcoms is just available at the push of a button. It's hard to resist. Although what I've noticed is that the consolidation of TV titles all in one place actually reveals a very sad progression in show naming quality over the years. Because show names used to be clever. For instance, a show like Full House uses the familiar term in poker, everyone's heard of a full house, but it's applied to a household that is literally full with extended family, right? The Golden Girls. They're golden in the sense that, they're high quality, esteemed ladies, but they're also older, so they're in their golden years. It's a pun. Family Matters, a show about matters of the family, but with the double entendre that family matters. It's important, right? These are names that have class. Now, eventually these gave way to simple eponyms based on the title character. Seinfeld, Frasier, Will and Grace. And okay, these ones are not so clever, but they've got a certain less is more kind of dignity to them. Then there was an era where the names were just kind of corny. Everybody Loves Raymond, According to Jim, My Name is Earl. But that wasn't even the worst of it. By the time reality TV emerged, they were just downright insulting the audience. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? If you tune in, the answer is probably no. Hashtag, I watched every episode.
And then from there, it just hit rock bottom with The Biggest Loser. Just, who wants to see The Biggest Loser? Everyone get over here. And in fairness, I concede there is, some mild wit in The Biggest Loser because it's a show about weight loss. And fat people are losers.
I'm sorry. Normally that joke works better with a smaller audience. Like, literally a smaller audience. Kidding, guys. I don't think fat people are losers. In fact, I've had struggles with weight myself. All right. So don't get all bent, well, into shape. It's just that when you're heavy, you start looking for excuses. The worst one is that eating healthy is too expensive.
I mean, oranges are like 60 cents. You don't have to take out a second mortgage to throw a fruit salad together. Pasta's even cheaper for pound. You can get like a box of pasta for $1. Literally still right now in 2026, you can go to Walmart, get a box of pasta for $1. Like stores are taking a loss on this stuff just to get you in there.
Of course, the great irony in all this is that the highest rates of obesity in this country tend to be found among like the kids of like illegal, whatever you call it, undocumented workers, whatever the term is now. And what are most undocumented immigrants doing? They're picking fruit. Right? I mean, for real. I mean, I'm not picking on the workers. I'm just saying the irony is wild. I mean, are you telling me these people can't take home a few apples out of every bushel they pick? Like, where are they working? The Garden of Eden? I mean, is there some anti-serpent up in there hitting them with the reverse temptation? Sorry, no apples allowed. If you really seek knowledge and immortality, try the new double stack Whopper at Burger King!
I mean, come on, let's get these folks some lean protein in a smoothie. And for God's sake, can we please make sure these smoothies are filled with love and sunshine?